Let's get your skin in amazing shape starting today with 5 easy to follow hacks that will truly make your skin look and feel amazing for far less work and far less money. At the end of the video, I'll be revealing an incredible little known hack to supercharge your face and other less mentioned parts, so do not touch that dial. The most important concept to understand when taking care of your skin is that your skin can actually do the best job above and beyond anything else that the skincare industry has to offer. So your best play is actually to get out of the way and protect the skin as needed whenever the skin is somehow damaged or sensitized. That means you get out of the way, protect the skin, and let it do its job uninterrupted. This realization in and of itself is in complete contradiction to skincare culture, which basically has you use a 10 or 20 product routine assuming that the skin doesn't know what it's doing. Skincare culture completely ignores the genius, the miracle of skin, and how sophisticated this organ truly is. Even from before you were born, the skin has always been there for you. Human skin has been doing the work since the beginning of time. And of course, it can very well take care of itself and of you, if only you let it. So this is complete and utter nonsense. Now let's look at those hacks and ways in which the skin can actually work for you, and you're allowing it to work for you rather than you're working for the skincare industry. Hack number 1, temperature control. Now, everybody likes to take a hot water shower. Anything above 40 degrees centigrade or 104 degrees Fahrenheit is considered hot water. This temperature range can actually be very damaging to the skin. It first of all solubilizes lipids much more effectively and can actually strip physically layers of the skin barrier, making the skin much more sensitive and altering other properties of the skin. This can be a serious detriment to people with already inflamed skin, with conditions such as rosacea, atopic dermatitis or eczema, and urticaria or hives. Under these circumstances, you may very well irritate or inflame or flare the condition as soon as your skin comes in contact with hot water. Your best play is to use water that is either tepid, lukewarm, or even cool water so that you do not upset the skin and still get the cleansing experience. Number 2, cleansing overhaul. Cleansing as in the use of detergents to strip away the upper layers of the skin, including specific elements such as oils, dead skin cells, bacteria, and other less specifically mentioned elements, is so common nobody even questions it anymore. People use soaps, shower gels, body washes, cleansers, and any other name by which detergents go, thinking they're getting health benefits. That's a lie. The oils, the dead skin cells, the bacteria, those are essentially your skin barrier. So by using detergents on your skin, you're always going to strip the skin of these elements and by default and immediately sensitize the skin as soon as you use the product. Now, contrary to common belief, there are no gentle or better products in that category. Anything labeled gentle, organic, natural, or any other attachment that they placed on the label to make the product more credible or seem more safe to use is just another smokescreen used by the industry to promote and push a product that you do not need in the first place. So your best play in this situation is use detergents on a very limited basis. Use detergents only to address body odor in the shower, under the skin folds, the armpits, the groin, the butt crack. But do not use detergents from head to toe, as they do not deliver any sort of benefit for you. In fact, they deliver zero benefit to you, which means they're a net negative. They are time and money spent and wasted, and also damaging your skin while you're at it. Use minimalist soap such as Kiss My Face olive oil soap and ditch the head to toe cleansing obsession. Your skin will be far healthier, keeping its very precious skin barrier. Number 3, stop the scrub. Scrubbing, exfoliation, and other physical abrasion techniques of the skin are some of the weirdest practices in skincare. Now, this category of products and practices deliver zero value, as in zero health benefits, but are sold under the guise of promoting skin health by getting rid of dead skin cells. Now, those dead skin cells are actually an essential part of the skin barrier. So forcibly stripping them by scrubbing, exfoliation, a loofah, a brush, a washcloth, or even your own hand, making the circular motion on the skin is completely nonsensical. There is no benefit to doing these things and stripping off dead skin cells. Moreover, dead skin cells are shed spontaneously by the skin 24/7 and for free when they're good and ready to go. So there is no reason to actually work your way and force the skin to get rid of that which it's not ready to get rid of. So this is purely a losing strategy for you, and you're best avoiding it altogether. By the way, just as it is with cleansers, there is no such thing as a gentle scrub or a gentle loofah or whatever it is that they plastered on the product that sell it to you. Those are all nonsensical products, and anything that's attached to the product telling you that it's a gentle product to use is a lie. Number 4, stop using water-based products and watch the ingredients. The majority of skincare products, specifically moisturizers such as lotions, creams, and a very good number of the balms out there are actually water-based products. The balm category is especially egregious since balms are supposed to be oil-based products. But let's take a look at this entire category of water-based products. What does a water-based product mean by default? Well, it means, first of all, that it is made with water being a major component of the product, which I'll address in a moment. But a water-based product by default and by design must contain the following ingredients. First of all, it must contain preservatives because water is a hotbed for microbial growth, so you cannot have an organic product without preservatives preventing microbial growth and contamination of the product, posing risk to the consumer. Second, any water-based product that goes on the skin as a leave-on product must contain emulsifiers. Emulsifiers, which are also known as surfactants or detergents, actually undermine the skin barrier by solubilizing lipids and increase transepidermal water loss. So emulsifiers in any water-based products are essentially damaging your skin barrier almost by default the moment you apply them to the skin. Not to mention the fact that water does tend to evaporate pretty quickly, leaving all those inactive ingredients on the skin to wreak havoc on the skin and damage it further. So lotions, creams, and the majority of balms are actually not great skincare products, so you're best avoiding them. So water-based products are essentially damaging to the skin, and their possible benefit lasts a very short time. They're very pleasant to apply, which is why they're so popular with users, because they have great textures, they smell great, and they look great. So they feel like a very good bang for your buck, but in fact, they are a scam. They're a sort of theater of applying something to the skin, getting an immediate and short-lived benefit, which dissipates very quickly. So your best play is to use an oil-based moisturizer as an inclusive. Oil-based moisturizers are a dime a dozen. There are plenty of them, and they have a lot of unnecessary ingredients. So oil-based product does not necessarily mean a better product, and you have to watch the number of ingredients in the product. Now, the product I recommend is Oasis Moisturizing Balm, which I single-handedly engineered out of 3 edible organic ingredients: shea butter, cocoa butter, and argan oil. All active ingredients, all working for you for exceptional value in occlusion and emollients of the skin. Anything more reductive than that is petroleum jelly, a 1-ingredient product, which is pretty goopy. Butter Oasis can be applied from head to toe over any dry or sensitive skin area and help you restore your skin barrier back to normalcy. Use a super thin layer of the product so that you get the most value and do not stain your sheets, clothes, or otherwise any other inanimate object around the house. Number 5, slugging. Now, slugging is an often misunderstood skincare super hack. Essentially, what slugging means is prolonged occlusion of the skin overnight with an oil-based moisturizer that covers the skin, protects it, and allows the skin barrier to recover itself and rehabilitate itself so that you wake up the next morning with your skin barrier intact, fully operating, and your skin rejuvenated underneath with a renewed sense of protection. Slugging is the practice that may actually get the glowing plump skin everybody's after. I've also described slugging not only for the face, but also for private parts in chronic conditions such as lichen sclerosis, where slugging with petroleum jelly or Butter Oasis Moisturizing Balm can achieve dramatic results in inflammation control and normalization of the tissue. So how is slugging done? Well, get an oil-based moisturizer which is minimalist with as few ingredients as possible, such as Butter Oasis Moisturizing Balm or petroleum jelly, and layer the product over the treatment area as a layer of about 1 to 2 millimeters. So this is pretty thick layering, considering that most oil-based moisturizers can be applied through a microscopic layer over the desired area and still get incredible results. With slugging, you're applying an exceptionally thick layer, which means they will have an excess residue on the surface of the skin, which means that you will likely need to protect your sheets overnight. If you're slugging on the face, you can protect your sheets with a towel layered over the pillowcases. If you're slugging over the forearms and hands, or you're slugging over the genitals, you may want to consider a plastic wrap over the treatment area so that everything stays in place and doesn't stain your sheets or clothes underneath. Now, I've seen some videos on YouTube where the creator recommends applying a glycerin or hyaluronic acid-based water-based product under the slugging occlusive. I don't think that's necessary at all. What you need to do is just layer the slugging occlusive on the skin right before bedtime and let it do its job, as in protecting the skin, with the skin recovering under the protectant layer of the occlusive, spontaneously becoming nice, plump, and shiny the next morning. When you wake up the next morning, pat the product gently away from the face. Do not roughly rub it. There's no need to wash the product. You can basically pat it until there's no more visible residue and get on with your day. Now, your skin will look far better almost overnight. The face is the speediest to recover, followed by genitals if you're suffering from a chronic inflammatory condition over the privates, which is conducive to slugging. And in the forearms and hands, take a few weeks to recover by using slugging, especially if your skin is very fragile and dry. But slugging does have an amazing benefit when applied consistently and intelligently to the skin. And when you really think about it, slugging is truly about protecting the skin and letting it do its job for you, as it's persistently trying to do since before you're born and throughout your life. This is all about letting the skin work for you in the best way possible so it can look its best. And essentially, you're not doing anything. You're basically protecting the skin and getting out of the way so it can do its job. So there you have it, 5 amazing hacks to supercharge your skin, including slugging done the right way, which can amazingly enhance the appearance of your face and other parts of the body. All these hacks, mind you, are all about getting out of the way, letting the skin do its job, and swooping in to protect it whenever is needed so that it can actually carry on working for you rather than you working for the skincare industry. Let me know in the comment section which one of those hacks have you used and what it's done to your skin. Also, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe for more no BS skincare advice. See you next time. God bless.